What would it cost to prevent future blackouts? And are we willing to pay the price? It's a question that some of you might have been asking after Cyclone Alfred left big parts of Queensland and New South Wales in the dark, without power for days sometimes. Electricity companies are required to keep the power on at least 99.998% of the time. If you live in Brisbane or the Gold Coast or northern New South Wales, that might seem like a fairly hollow standard right now. So how do you ensure the power always stays on? For starters, you'd probably want to put all the power lines that are above the ground underneath it. Tree limbs falling onto power lines and cars crashing into power poles are one of the biggest causes of power outages in Australia, especially in bad storms. Another option is to install lots more solar panels, wind turbines and batteries all around the country, including in suburbs and towns. Relying less on a few big power plants or transmission lines is generally accepted as a good way to spread and lower the risks of blackouts. And then there are things like strengthening mobile networks to make sure they can run for longer without the grid. But all of these options cost money. In the case of burying thousands of kilometres of power lines underground, the costs are eye-watering. So yeah, there are things we can do to make the electricity system more resilient, but it's not cheap and it's not easy.